Hi everyone, Busy Gamer Dad picking up our Triangle Strategy playthrough where we left off. We are doing a scale event right now. I have no idea what the decision is going to come out to be. We decide basically what we're going to do with this new bomb that Hyzanth gave us. And it'll be interesting because we now know that Esfrost has Death Knell, which is, I guess, a cannon.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
Yep, so that's not cool.
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city.
So we're gonna kill a bunch of people.
The town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Oh my gosh. That's
Lake
heartless.
Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
Okay.
No. The damage will be too great.
And Roland would say
The means
that.
would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
No,
I
this is
agree
like
with
the end game.
Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we
Interesting.
reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions.
True.
We must take the capital back and show our strength and resolve first.
All right.
So that means you stand by Benedict then.
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it, no matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Telior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods.
Yeah.
I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Yeah.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water. And to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers.
Okay, so we have a stealth mission.
To slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
Yeah.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship.
Oh, okay.
Close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
That's a good point.
He's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle.
Oh.
The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am
Interesting.
certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Good luck with that.
Negotiate.
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Well,
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town?
okay, so those are the options we're going with. I was confused because there was like three.
Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy?
There are three options. Interesting.
Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
This is our first triple threat, essentially. I don't know. This feels like it's the end game to me. It certainly feels like it's the end game. I don't know. We have three paths to choose before us, each with its own merits and shortcomings. Okay, this will be interesting. Before we get into this, let's do our dad joke. When a door is not closed, or when is a door not a door? When it's ajar. There you go. I got that one many years ago. I thought it was really funny, but hey, whatever. Not everyone. All right, so what we but which one will lead House Wolford to victory? So this being our first three sided one, I don't know how that's gonna work out. Let's see here. Are you heading out, my lord? Yes, so there is an exploration on this. I am going to go do it. So that's what this episode's going to be about. Go running around in the town. Oh, yep, there's a Blinky. Quality iron. I have not done any upgrades yet. I jumped right into the story because I want to try and wrap this up with you guys. It's been fun. It's not that I'm trying to expedite it, but it just seems like, you know, we've been doing this for so long. I want to give you guys the conclusion that you deserve. Lord Cerno, you've been out and about quite often lately. Is there something amiss? I can't help but notice the shortcomings, or the comings and goings of Hyzan's soldiers too. Something is, yeah, that's true. Interesting. So I guess, you know, if you happen to be so kind as to comment, would you blow up the bridge? Would you blow up the dam? Or would you infiltrate at night? What are your choices, you think? My lord, how is your father doing? The people are worried. We haven't heard any tidings of his health for some time now. My father... Let's go at the top first. I regret to tell you that his condition remains unchanged. I wish there was some magic elixir that would bring him back. That's potentially what Hyzanth is working on. My father carries great weight even now. There's no way we would lose him. I appreciate your concern, but you needn't worry. My father is the strongest man I've ever known. Doubtless he'll be back. I'm going to go with the top one. I'm going to do the top one. You know, I remember seeing Lord Seaman on the day you were born. He held you in his arms like you were the greatest treasure in all the realm, and announced that he had been blessed with a healthy baby boy. Father. Lord Serenoa, if there is anything that can see your father back to health, I would be knowing that you would have done a splendid job in his stead. So please continue working hard. The man would no doubt wake to praise his only son for the job well done. Thank you. Neither my father nor I could ask for better people. Interesting. My uncle's a soldier, but he's always busy these days. I haven't been able to talk to him at all. Sorry to hear that, kid. 2 blinkies. Superior. Yep, we're definitely kind of in the end game. $1,000. I'm robbing my people. Alright, the merchant. There's a merchant here. That's interesting. Oh, another cat. Or is it the same cat? Pet the kitty. Do I see any blinkies? I do not. Just a kitty. Just a kitty minding his own business, being a kitty. We'll come back there. Looks like there's a fruit cart. Wind amulet. That's pretty good. Since the house of Fox fell in, since the House of Fox in Tellior, many of their people have fled to Wolfort, and refugees from the Crown City have also come to live within our domain. It is not uncommon to hear of fighting breaking out between them and the people of Wolfort. What shall we do, my lord? We must prioritize the happiness of our people. To do so, we must regrettably ask for more problematic individuals to lead. No. These people have nowhere to go. We will accept them with open arms. Our demons can only support so many people. Why not convince them to look? No, I think this one here. Because I think we're playing the role of, you know, the safe haven. Very well, my lord. But I should warn you that our domain resources will be run dry, and the people's discontent continues to grow. I understand, but before either of those reach their limit, I shall bring Esfrost to its knees. Understood, my lord. Leave the issues to the refugees with us. Black amulet. My niece came back from the Crown City. She said there are more Esfrosti soldiers there now than ever. Okay. What about you? After the duchy made their declaration, the Holy State stopped shipping salt. Merchants can no longer trade salt in the capital either. Yep. That's because Esfrosti's trying to cripple us. And, Hyzanth. I came here hoping to bring my aunt to live with me in the capital. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise, but life's been much easier since. I can enjoy freedom of trade and no longer have to give offerings to the crown. I see the people living in the Crown City aren't suffering as much as I thought they'd be. Interesting. We've learned all we can about that. Okay, so that was a good plot point for us to have to barter with, depending on what we choose to go with. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Okay. The scouts we sent to the capital returned not a moment ago. Our preparations are continuing apace, but I worry about sharing the field with the Hyzanth troops. Don't be worried. The soldiers look like they're preparing for something. Is another big battle on the horizon? The Hyzanthian soldiers, they were bringing relief supplies, look like they're ready for war too. Yes, they are. We are all ready for the war. We are in the final end game, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Not even a kitty to pet. My reserves are still stocked, but I do not know how long they will last. The Duchy's trade embargo has me worried, to say the least. I'm sorry to hear that, guy. Truly am. We've got to get ourselves into a better situation for sure. Alright, let's see here. Nothing in here. Go in all the doors that are ajar. Yeah, see, I brought it back. Oh, there's something stuck on the side. Added Roland's wanted poster to the notes. Oh, okay. Cool. Anything down and around in here? No, not anything I'm seeing. Okay. Let's see here. Welcome. How can I be of service today? Let's see. Evasion ring. Accuracy ring. We've got a lot of money. And you got a lot of stuff. In stock, 2, 5. If I were to get these two, and I were to get these two, and these, and these, not that I'm certain that these are going to help us in any great wondrous way. I mean, I'll buy out all your stuff, actually. But it will take some money for us to upgrade. So I do want to upgrade. Let's do... I only have 2... Hang on. I have 30 timber, so I don't really need that. I have only 1 stone, so I really do need these. I'll buy those. 13 and 13. I think we're okay there. I would almost actually dare say I should sell these. Oh, I press square and I can find out what units they go to? That's even better. That's even better. Yeah, Anna doesn't need that. Frederica could use them. Huette can use them. Okay. Nobody I really care about. That's why I haven't been using those. Got it. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, I want to check and see. Large healing wounds. He has a bunch in stock. So if I buy 10 of these, that's 5,000. Let me buy just 5 of them. Extra large heal. These are really expensive, so I'm only going to buy 2 of them. And then cure-alls. Large ranged pellet. I think those are actually going to be really helpful in the coming battle. And then I think that's going to be it, really. Oil jugs. We haven't really been using the oil jugs or anything like that. These we have a few of. Speed. Accuracy would be really nice to have. Depending on the unit. Let's get a few of these out there. That way we can get some things. And allies' speeds would be okay. Yeah, so I'll leave those alone. The wind charm is wind resistance, but I don't know what the black charm does. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, the dancer. She's out here. Lord Sereno, I shall accompany you wherever you go. I'm sure my knowledge of Elfrique will be of great service to you. Alright, if you say so. I mean, I don't mind it, but at the same time, I don't think it's right. Ranged heal pellets. Okay, cool. I think I've got everything out here now. I think? Question mark? Anything up in here? Nothing's up in here. There's nothing over here. Just some more people to talk to. Okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I can see. If I happen to leave anything behind, please forgive me. But yeah, we'll be going inside. What about you? You didn't. I talked to you. I heard that Elfrique is still in development. Only a few people have privy to. Sorry, my son came in to say goodbye to me. He's going out on some errands right now. According to the rumors, its blast blow a hole in a single castle wall could really do such a thing. Elfrique is still in development. Or are they hoping to use this battle to test its power? There's still a chance we're exposing the people to greater danger than we thought. We might consider its placement very carefully. Oh, see? That's good to know. Return from scouting the capital. The crown city is teeming with Elfrosti soldiers, and it appears that a second force led by General Avlora is defending Whiteholm Castle. So Esfrost has soldiers stationed throughout the city and around the castle, the latter led by Avlora herself. I doubt a full frontal attack would work in our favor. This is definitely worth considering in our strategy. Nice. Awesome. So those were the talking points, I think, too. I think that was everybody. Those guys weren't there when we were here before, were they? I wonder if I didn't let them in, if I wouldn't be able to get through the dialogue the way I need to. Let me just see. So we do have a pretty even split. Erebor's undecided, though, which is kind of odd in context of his character, because he seems always to be the most decisive, just goes with his gut. I would think that... No, I guess with the characters we have here, he would have to be the one who's undecided. And see if I can sway him to one thing or another. He's going to be the one that I think I'm going to be able to, but it also depends on what dialogue choices I get. So, let's see here. Return to the council chamber. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this going. Okay, so, what do we want to do? That's the big thing. Destroy the bridge and trap the enemy inside. But there's the army inside the city, and then there's Avlora's army inside the castle. So if we destroy the bridge, we will not have to deal with Avlora's army, quote unquote. Potentially. I don't know. Destroy the dam, wash away the troops in the crown city. So if we destroy the dam, it kills all the troops and does irreparable damage to our reputation as well as the city. And there's a significant potential for loss of life from that. And then lastly is infiltrate the castle, launch a surprise attack, and destroy the duchy's warships. That one is where we fight Avlora herself and the army inside. That seems to be like the most risky, but also, to me, the most direct approach to get the job done. Not that I want to fight Avlora again, because she was pretty difficult to fight the first time. With all the waves of reinforcements and everything like that. But would we... I think I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with either option green or option red. The destroy the bridge or infiltrate the castle. I don't think destroying the dam is the right choice. I truly don't. So I want to see if I can sway these guys away from it first.
My lord.
Negotiating would only grant the enemy reprieve, and there's a high chance that Queen Cordelia has revealed the secret tunnels to the enemy. But we would most likely deal a heavy blow to the Esfrosties by flooding the city. Nope, these are all worthless. These are all worthless. Yeah, Stonewall means that you can't change it,
Yes,
as I've
sir.
learned. The enemy may already be aware of the tunnels, but no one is anticipating a flood. The capital is swarming with Esfrosti soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices if we are to reclaim the city. Not easily swayed. Will take effort to sway. But they can be swayed. Will take some effort. So let's... I believe it's best to trap the Esfrosti's troops in the castle and force them to negotiate. Using the secret passages to infiltrate is this. So it sounds like this right here. Okay, so what about you two? So that seems to tell me that we can do the bridge one.
Serenoa.
A nation cannot exist without its people. We cannot risk exposing those very people to any more hardship than they have already endured. If we explode the bridge, we can isolate the castle. The people will be spared from our battle. Stonewall again. That's not going to help me.
Ah, yes?
Benedict's plan gives me gives us our surest path to victory, but would incur great damages to the capital, and Prince Roland's plan is far too dangerous a gamble. Call me naive, but I believe Frederica's plan is the best of all. Negotiating may yet prove useful, so I could have her go to the dam if I wanted to do that route. Not easily swayed. Okay, so that still tells me that, and I kind of want to do the red option. But what about you? Prince Roland wishes to defeat the Frosty commander who unjustly occupy that. Yeah, I could see Roland and Huet trying to get in there. I see this plan as proof of his resolve as a member of the King's Guard. I intend to help him see it through. Listen, this one would listen to reason. Oh, okay, so we can get them. We can probably sway her potentially to negotiate. Okay. Okay. Roland, I don't think I'll be able to sway either way. Flooding the city will leave the people with nowhere to live, and Frederica's plan hinges on how the enemy responds. We can win if we sneak into the castle and slay the Frosty commanders. Only Cordelia and I are privy to the secret passages. Better talking to it. Yeah, so it looks like, unfortunately, we're going to go down a different path. I really think that the story is just going to take us to destroying the bridge, and I'm fine with that. Let's see what Erebor says, though.
Aye, lad.
Destroying the dam is our best shot at winning this battle. The enemy wouldn't know what hit him if the city were flooded, but there's no denying that the other plans have their merits too. Should we go with our best bet or consider one of the other options? Sorry, kids wanted to say goodbye to me. I believe it best to trap the Frosties. Should listen to reason. This one will listen at the very least. So yeah, it seems like the story is going to take us to the utilitarian way. The best to trap them inside the castle. Let's see what it says. So, you think Lady Frederica's plan is the way to go, eh? Why is that? We need the people's support when rebuilding the capital. To do so, we must win it back fair and square, and with as little damage as possible. I think it is the most efficient plan of the three, driving Frosty into a corner with a single bridge to mourn, and only the repair can be repaired. I think this one. Honestly, I think this one. The people are really what's going to rebuild the capital, and that's where I think. There's no kingdom without its people. Glenbrook wouldn't have much of a future if it were ignoring them for the sake of victory. Even if we succeeded with the surprise attack at night, I think the people might think us cowardly for stooping so low, and I don't want to think of the backlash that we face for flooding the kingdom. In which case, Lady Frederica's plan would be our best chance of winning the people's approval. Each plan has got its good and bad points, but now that we've got the Holy State at our backs, this would be the perfect chance to strike at Esfrost. Isn't winning the war more important than the Crown City's damage or the people's morale? Winning isn't everything. We must face the consequences of our actions and take responsibility for rebuilding. To that end, I would see... No, that's kind of... Yeah. I know that House Wolford can claim victory without having to sacrifice the capital or its... We cannot foresee the damage that a deluge would do to the city, and stealing in the castle would put Roland in great danger. I like the top two. Let me think here. What would fit with what I would choose? I know that House Wolford's claimed a victory without having to sacrifice the capital or people's safety. I think this top one. I think the top one. You've got a point there, lad. If we destroy the capital or lose Prince Roland in the fight, our victory would be meaningless. But forcing a siege doesn't mean we've won. That's just the reality of war. I can see how you feel about this. But I'll need a moment to... Okay, so he's in thought. We've gone through his dialogue. We can't sway them, but I think we can talk to Huet and see what we can do with her. Prince Roland wishes to defeat the Frosty commanders. Yep, we know this. So we're going to go through this. I believe it best to trap them inside and negotiate. Lord Serenoa, you think Lady Frederica's plan is the best option. Oh, so there it is right here. Okay. Protect Glenbrook. It would choose Frederica's way to safeguard both Roland and his people. If Roland wishes for his people to support, he must act in a way befitting royalty. Unfortunately, flooding the city or a surprise attack, I don't know if the... So this is where the bait and switch come in, or the just because it unlocked doesn't mean that that's the right choice kind of thing. It is House Wolford's job to protect Glenbrook. I would choose Frederica's way to safeguard both principal and the people. I like this one actually, so I'm gonna pick it.
Good point.
Hearing you say that heartens me as a member of the Kingsguard. Though one of the 7 you may be, your heart still beats for the kingdom and the crown.
I have chosen.
Thank you, Lord Serenoa. Speaking with you has shown me the merits of this place. Oh, alright, so did I do it? Alright, I think we're gonna be done. Because no one else could be swayed, and I don't want to sway anybody else. Let's see what the outcome is. Hopefully good. Hopefully we do not flood the city. Hopefully we do not go
It's time to cast our votes.
Alright, time to cast our votes. Hopefully we don't go in the cover of night.
In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Here we go. But this is our first 3-fold one. So that does tell me that we are really far in the game. I wonder if there were earlier ones that we might have missed for different dialogue choices. Like, how does the coin system work? You just place it in the dish at the top, or the dish in the scale where you want it to go? Let's see here.
I changed my mind.
I thought about it a lot, and I've decided to choose a different plan. Oh! So there we go. Now it ultimately depends on... I think we just got the bridge one. You got my full support. Let's do it. Okay, so we got 4 on the bridge. Roland's Night Strike and
Scales of conviction will illuminate the path.
blowing up of the dam have been outweighed. I can almost guarantee it with that dialogue choice right there. Yeah. Yep, there we are. Sorry, Roland.
The way forward is decided.
The way forward is decided.
We collapse the bridge and trap the enemy within the
castle,
castle,
keeping the
from the worst of the fighting.
Folks safe from the worst of the fighting. So the downside to this, and something that I just realized, is that Cordelia is going to be trapped inside with that Laura, and I'm not sure what that means.
You will safeguard the people, drive the
You will
enemy
safeguard the
into
people, drive the enemy into the castle, and negotiate.
You have chosen a righteous path.
You have chosen a righteous path, Wolford.
But do you really think negotiations will prevail? Such sympathy may be your downfall.
We'll see.
Even so, this is the path we have chosen.
Then walk tall. It is time to test your mettle.
Oh dear.
I must return to Hysant and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
Like, why do they always have to tell me I have to test my mettle? I don't get it.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serenoa. The goddess, the source, iron. The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew.
This is almost blasphemous.
The people of every nation are searching for a young standard bearer to guide them.
Okay.
A standard bearer?
Yes, people like you and me.
Oh.
This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
Is it now? He's kind of a glory seeker, isn't it? Our time has come. Yeah, so we're gonna have to save it here. Busy Gamer Dad doing the big choices. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching if you made it this far. And we'll see what the repercussions of our choice to blow up the bridge and negotiate with the remaining Esfrosti insider.